Hello to Alpha. Whatever. You know, it's another wonderful Wednesday out there. It's a little chilly out there. You know, it's Michigan weather.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's a little chilly out here. Not too much going on.
It's not too bad today. It was pretty. It's a warmer than I think it was earlier. Seemed like.
Yeah, the last few days it has been a little.
Okay, we get ready to go. I gotta let this song play out.
Oh.
What? Oh.
We not live.
I don't know. I'm confused. So. Oh. Yeah. That was a moment of silence for a couple of ants I had stepped on yesterday. You know, you gotta give them ants a little moment of silence and the insects, because you know they're part of the ecosystem. Yeah, you know what I mean?
They are very important.
They're very important part of the eco. Like them damn bees over this summer. Them bees was killing me, man. I'm like, where did all these bees come from?
They weren't playing.
I know. I was like, these bees are terrible.
They gotta get their last little bit in before it's over.
Yeah, but I'm saying the whole summer the bees was just, it was too much.
You know what? I didn't see as many flies as I'm used to normally see, but the bees were very, very dominant in my area.
Yeah,
now.
You know what? I did see a lot of flies, a lot of gnats and fruit flies.
Yes.
Yeah, but not so much as regular house flies.
Yeah, I didn't see as many this year.
It wasn't. If there's too many bees, the bees had bumped them out.
They had to.
I don't know, because a lot of people are starting to, cultivate their own honey.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
so I think that was the increase of the bee population, because people want to cultivate their own honey, and so now you got more bees, because they said bees are an important part of the
ecosystem. They are. All of them are, but the bees are very important. They help bring in the food source, right? They help grow. Yeah, they help the plants
pollinate the flowers.
The produce. You need them.
Yeah, you need the bees.
I'm definitely gonna have some bees in my future food forest. I've already done my research.
Food forest.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. See, you know what? Hold up. You know, we got a couple things to talk about. We go get there hopefully. But what in the world, a food forest?
Yes.
What made you want to have a food forest? Now, you know, a forest. I'm thinking of like the forest is like the Little Red Riding Hood, Deep Into the Forest, or something like that. You know. What's your forest gonna be like?
Everything in my forest is edible.
Edible forest.
It's edible.
I mean,
everything. If it can't grow, if it's not growing something for me to eat, it's not coming to my forest unless it's doing other something else, like maybe some herbs. Like I'm still eating them. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. It's got to be edible. It's edible forest. All of it, everything, the whole thing, everything.
Psychedelic mushrooms.
No, we ain't growing them because y'all be tripping.
Wait a minute. So a forest.
Yeah.
So that's like a vast amount of greenery, trees and shrubs,
vines.
Yeah, that's interesting. Edible food.
Yes,
forest.
Everything is edible, and that's like one of the best ways to maintain your food source. Right, and it's free. You go outside after you've planted everything and you did all the labor up front. And it grows. You got all these trees with all these fruits, and you got nut trees, and you have your vegetable plants. You have your bushes, your berry bushes, and
okay.
You have your nut bushes, like hazelnut grows on like a bush, right? Yeah, like all of it. Listen, I'm telling you, that is one of my biggest goals, is to create a food forest. So that I can have an abundance of food for a never-ending supply.
A never-ending supply.
Yeah, and it's generational food wealth. It's because the tree's gonna be there. Generational
food wealth. I can't wait till the first week in November so we can talk about this business, and everybody want to talk about generational wealth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the thing.
Very important.
That's that's like a new thing. Everybody is concerned about generational wealth. I don't think I heard it as much as I've heard it within the last 5 to 10 years.
No.
As everybody's concerned about generational wealth.
I don't even think I don't remember hearing about it in my younger years. I don't remember hearing nobody talking about generation. Not in our community, no. It was get a job and
and then get a food forest.
No, they didn't talk about a food forest.
They didn't talk about it.
No, they wasn't talking about food forest or nothing. Okay.
Oh my goodness!
It wasn't being talked about.
You know what? We had a word of the day, but today we're gonna look up food forest.
Look up food forest. Because I'm telling you, it's the thing. Like, I have been researching this for years and getting myself prepared for it for some years now.
Okay.
I started. I was in the right direction, but now I have to kind of move my idea to another location. So I'm working on that area. But yeah, it's definitely gonna happen. It has to happen. It's mandatory. Securing your food supply.
Okay. All right. So it says, what is a food forest? And it says a food forest is also called a forest garden. Is a diverse planting of edible plants that attempts to mimic the ecosystems and patterns found in nature.
Yes, absolutely. So bees are very, very necessary in my forest. I have already found my beehive that I want to get to facilitate that. Yes, I've done it. Been there, ready.
Really?
I have. I got listen. She's ready.
But you know what? I add that to the internet and the Google search and everything has been exposing a lot of people to a lot of information they would never get exposed to, like generational wealth, trust, starting a company, the benefits of the LLC and the S corp, and it's a lot of other information that
we didn't have
you wouldn't be aware of. You know what I mean? Had it not been for the web. So it has its goods and its bads, Yeah,
it has a lot of positives because a lot of my information, of course, came from me researching through Google and YouTube and learning about different things that I had never heard of.
Right.
So I landed on how I went into the food forest mindset.
You what?
Was I was talking to my cousin and I ran across a website somewhere and I seen a lemon tree.
A lemon tree,
And it was inside of somebody's house. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. You could do that? Right? So I'm like, oh, lemon tree. So I went to looking for the lemon tree and found a site that sells plant trees, right? All different variety of fruits and stuff on them. And I was just like, I fell in love. And I'm like, oh my God, I want to create a garden of Eden of my own. And messed around one day, landed on a video called Back to Eden Gardening. And I started studying it, and it was fascinating. And it was talking about how to grow your, how to build your garden with wood chips, right? And naturally without ever having to use fertilizers and any chemicals. So it's beyond organic. And it's pretty much feeding itself, right? And you got it's creating a whole ecosystem mimicking a regular forest.
That's what it says, mimicking nature. That's
mimicking nature.
Yes, that's interesting.
And I tried it. I tried a small garden in my backyard, and it was awesome.
Really?
Yeah, I had a whole pumpkin patch. It was amazing. Like, that thing was beautiful.
You had a pumpkin patch?
I grew a pumpkin. I grew 3 pumpkins. I got 3 pumpkins out of it.
What did you do? Did you use
I grew the pie pumpkins.
What did you do with the pumpkin? Black people don't really mess with pumpkins.
I made pumpkin pie.
Nah, it's sweet potato pie.
I make that too, but I made pumpkin pie. I wanted to grow that pumpkin. That pumpkin was beautiful. The whole plant system, it was amazing. It was growing over the neighbor's fence. We had to stop her because she was just out of control. But it was beautiful.
Really?
I woke up every day excited to see what was happening to that darn plant. Like 6 o'clock in the morning, like, what's she doing today? What's she doing today? It was crazy. It was amazing. But I had the wood chip garden, and I didn't have to. And listen, the water was already abundance in the ground. I didn't have to water as much.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful.
No.
Yes.
I'm not. No.
Yes.
I mean, there's a limit to sustainability. You know what I'm saying? And that's what probably.
What's wrong with having a pumpkin?
I mean, normal people only get pumpkins.
Well, apparently I'm not normal people. I think outside.
I only get pumpkins in October. For Halloween.
You ain't well diverse in your thing. No, you need to see. You gonna have to
diverse?
You ain't up in there.
What else I'm gonna use a pumpkin for?
You gonna grow pie pumpkins?
No. What?
Pie pumpkin. You can eat them. You can roast them and eat them.
And look, all in October. October is pumpkin month. That's it. After that, I'm not dealing with no pumpkins.
No, I don't want pumpkins
and
before October. I had a pumpkin for Thanksgiving I made a pie, and I had one for Christmas.
Nah, that's when the sweet potato pies.
I made both of them from scratch.
Look,
the whole thing was from scratch. It was amazing. The crust was from scratch. The pumpkin pie filling was from scratch. She was amazing. Okay, yes. Man, and I'm doing it again.
And then the whole forest thing. I don't have time for no forest. You know, forests bring animals. I mean, it's already deer running through the city.
Let me tell you something. When I grow my forest, don't be calling me talking about you need some cucumbers.
I'm not.
Don't call me talking about you need some apples. You're not getting none.
I don't want none, because I don't want none of them apples that the raccoons just sniffed on.
Where do you think your apples coming from?
They come from the process. They go process it. You talking about taking them straight out the tree? Talking about some no,
that's the best way. That's when the nutrients are at its most abundant and it's fresh.
Process.
No, I don't want mine processed. I want mine fresh, straight from the source with all the vitamins and the nutrients to help my body.
Nope, I don't want nothing in the squirrel then wrapped around and touched.
Don't call me when the grocery store ain't got no more apples. Don't call me.
Them city deer and then licked on them to try to see which one is the best.
You gotta wash them.
Oh man, I don't.
Don't listen. Don't call me.
I got time for it. You gotta start that ecosystem. Yeah. I mean, I had a saltwater tank, and I had to start the ecosystem. I had to get the water, put the water in, and I had to check the salinity. I had to actually let it run with the pump for like 30 days. For the ecosystem could build up before I even added the first fish. So that's a lot of work. Man, I'm not.
But it's worth it.
You talking about a forest, man? You gonna bring groundhogs? You gonna bring moleses? You gonna bring squirrels? You gonna bring raccoons? You gonna bring all that in your backyard with your food forest, and you gonna be like Snow White with the little birds singing and twerping with the squirrels and the chickens and all that. Man, I'm not. Yeah,
now it's gonna be enough food for everybody.
No, it's not.
Squirrels gonna be eating my nuts. I already know. They gonna be up in my trees taking my almonds and my pecans. Okay.
See, and then you mess around.
I found trees that can grow in Michigan. I found nut trees. I'm telling you, listen. Nah. My forest gonna be amazing. Don't call me when you run out of food. When the grocery store shut down and it's a famine in the herb, I'm gonna be at the crib eating.
The grocery stores are never gonna shut down. As long as big businesses around,
I'm telling you, when they go to talk about you can't get your apples up in here, don't call me.
I know where the apple orchards are. You know, I go to the apple orchard every year.
So what's the difference? It's the same thing. They do the same thing.
No, because you're creating a whole ecosystem.
Yes.
So the apple orchard just mainly has apples. You talking about nuts and peaches and pears. So what are you gonna do? I mean, diverse. And then you're gonna have all that hitting the ground and it's gonna start rotting and it's gonna stink.
No, see, I'm gonna have a chicken coop where I'm gonna take all that food that dropped to the ground that anybody eats, they gonna eat it.
Why the chicken coop at? Chicken don't go in the forest.
Chickens don't live right outside the forest because they gonna help. Listen, it's a whole system.
But chickens don't live in the forest. We talking about the forest.
They gonna live. Chickens don't live next door to mine.
Chickens don't live next door to the forest.
Don't be hating about
chickens
forest.
Don't go in the forest. I never read a story.
It's a part of the ecosystem.
With a chicken in the forest.
The birds be in the forest.
But not the chickens.
It's all right though.
No chickens in the forest.
They gonna be right next door. They gonna come visit. They ain't coming to visit.
That's okay.
They gonna be in their coop.
You gonna have everything. You gonna have snakes in there, everything.
No, I ain't having no snakes in there.
I'm telling you, they gonna come in there. The snakes gonna come in.
Then we gotta make sure we watch out for them.
You gonna bring the pigs? You gonna put pigs in there?
I'm gonna have a pig. He gonna be in there getting all the
I think pigs come in the forest or a wild boar. You put a wild boar in there.
I'm not getting a wild. I'm giving me a pig. His name gonna be Bubba.
All right. So anyway. Like I was saying, you know, the internet has exposed you and gave you a lot of information to a lot of things, man. A lot of people just read some of the articles, and some people read in depth into the information and news that's going on. But you know, it's like the current things is really not in the news. It's like the UAW and the Israel conflict or war, whatever they got going on there with the Palestine. The UAW, United Auto Workers, you know what I'm saying? They got a lot going on. It's not just, a lot of people think that the UAW only covered auto workers, but that's not true.
They don't. Isn't it like all union workers?
No, it's, so initially it started off for the auto workers.
Okay.
But as time progressed, they started to add, and so the A used to stand for, and the UAW used to stand for, automobile. Now it stands for aircraft and aerospace and agriculture implement. So they started grabbing that. So they started getting more members, right? Then they end up Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Michigan became a member of the UAW. Then you had the academics. University of California is part of the UAW. So I mean, it's a lot of different aspects of the UAW just outside of the automobile. A lot of people think it's just automobiles, but it's really bigger than that.
Right.
They say 100,000 of the 380,000 people are higher education, clerical, teaching, and researchers out of that UAW. So that's interesting. You know, they used to be like at 1 million members.
Okay.
But now they're down to 380,000.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Fun fact, it was founded in 1935.
Really?
Yeah, so the UAW been around for some years. Yeah. But you know, the thing is the strategy that this guy using, Sean Fain, I think his name is, the strategy that he's using is to me, in my opinion, right? This is my opinion. That is, I'm trying to wonder what is his end game. You know what I mean? Because over the years, I've seen that the automotive company, if they have some type of hiccup because of workers or any issue, they do what they can to change it. So the longer they go on strike, the thing is, what are the companies going to do in reflection of that? You know, are they going to come to work and the employees work until January, and in January they shut some plants down or do something, you know what I mean? Because, you know, because at the end of the day, they not going to, this money that they losing, they going to get it back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or they going to make more money to try to compensate for this loss that they're losing right now. So the thing is, what will that be and what will the process be? You know, I mean, I understand what he wants. He wants better work for it. He wants better money. He wants more money for the workers, which is I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Right, better work conditions. Like I said before, the pensions, I don't think the pensions is ever going to come back because it created a legacy cost, and GM had that first legacy cost, and that legacy cost is really defined as you got more people retired than you have working.
Right.
So that means that they were making less money and not enough money to pay for the retirees and still make a profit. Because you got to remember, the company is out there to make profit.
Exactly.
Right?
That's one of the main points.
And then I disagree with, like I said, once again, this is my opinion, but I disagree with Sean Fain's tactics. He got a shirt that said "Eat the Rich." I mean, dude, the UAW is a business. This is not a personal company. You know what I'm saying? This is a business as well. You got members, you got people you got to pay for, and antagonizing the people who run the major companies that you're negotiating with. How's that a smart tactic? You trying to get the people behind you. I understand that, but I don't think you should be out here antagonizing them like that, because now you know it's
turn people off.
It turn people off, and it makes the wheels start turning on the brains, and the bean counter starts sitting down like, oh, this is what you want to do? Okay, let's see how we can get this, recoup this, and we can use with less people. You know, now you're giving them an opportunity to sit back and say, oh, you know what? We might have would have negotiated, but now, no, let's do something different. You know, and then it's a negotiation. You can't just go in there demanding what you want and telling you that's not a negotiation.
No.
You know, just telling them, I want this, we want this, we want this. That's not a negotiation. You're supposed to be negotiating in good faith. That's my understanding.
And you have to come to a common ground at some point.
Yeah, you got to come to a common ground. But just going in there talking about, oh no, we ain't this and we ain't that and you know, rich
you
and
can't
rich.
boss your way around and get what you want.
Not in that position. Not in that position. I mean, you know, and I mean, it's just it's well known information that they can easily move to a right to work state.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can pick up and there's nothing you can do about it. No. You know, you can try to organize, but and that's another benefit of the UAW. A lot of people don't realize it, because the UAW exists. In order to keep them out, they have to be competitive with the UAW. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They
got to compete, because if not, then they'll be able to organize them. So I mean, it's a benefit, the UAW being around. Period.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't think they was like, I don't want the unions. I don't want. And you know, so it's making me think like, well, what is his end game, right? Is he trying to destroy the union from the inside? Because it's going, after a while, it's going to start collapsing. And then you got to remember, he's making a big case for the auto workers, but Blue Cross and Blue Shield been on strike. They part of the UAW. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
See, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think that the UAW is just the auto workers.
No, I did not know that they were also on. It's a lot of strikes going on.
And the majority of them are under the UAW. Yeah.
Wow.
See, a lot of people don't know that, but and that's supposed to be. He's the president of the UAW, which covers all of these organizations that are under that.
Yeah, because the casinos are about to they striking.
The casinos in negotiation, they getting ready to strike. I think the dealers and a few other people fall under the UAW that work in the casino. You know what I'm saying? So that's on the floor. So it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of people's livelihoods is at stake.
Yeah, I know. I didn't realize there was that many people contract up in the same year. That's a lot.
That's a lot of people, and they still have lives to keep up with. That's a lot.
Right. So I mean, I hope everybody gets what they need. I hope the strike is over with soon.
Yeah, and they can come to some type of negotiation to where it benefits all sides.
Ford, I think, put out one of the best contracts so far.
Okay.
But from my understanding, they said no because I guess they want all of them to conform, I guess. I don't know. But I know Ford, like, look, we compromise. We put this out here and you're not even trying to work with us because for whatever reason. So that's why I'm like, what is his end game? Like, what is his goal for real?
So he like basically all y'all got to come to the same.
Yeah, and conclusion. You know what? And over the years, it's never been all of them striking at once. And they've been saying this in the news, and I mean, it's just evident. When it's they pick one and then they go from there and leave the other two working, and then they come to contract, they come to agree. But everybody at one time, I don't know.
That's a lot. That's a lot of people not having no jobs.
That's what I'm saying. And then, you constantly, laying off plants. I think they supposed to be laying off, I think every Friday or something like that. It's
going to be a rough Christmas if they don't get it together.
Man, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's going to be a rough Christmas. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I think Jim was like, well, we'll just wait them out.
We'll just sit here.
We just say we'll wait them out. You know what I'm saying? It's public knowledge of how much money they have and how long they can stay on strike. So, so your pot is this big, and GM is a multi-billion-dollar company, and their pot is way bigger because they're more involved in a lot of stuff around the world. So they can just take from another billion from another company that they run and pass it over and keep it moving. So you know what I'm saying? All right, more power to Sean Fain. Hope he accomplishes his goal.
They get what they want. Yeah,
I hope the union gets stronger behind it. You know, because if it do, then that's the thing. If he succeeds, then the union will be a lot stronger. You know what I'm saying? He'll get a stronger following. And I hope he don't get power hungry behind that move. Yeah. But if he doesn't accomplish it, man, oh man, they're going to want his head on a block.
Well, let's hope it all works out for everybody and that, it don't come down to that.
Yeah, it definitely don't come down to that. You know what I'm saying? The University of California, they went on strike last fall and they won 40% raise over 2 years. So that was a good negotiation, good. Under the UAW. And that's what I'm saying now. They was like, since they got the 46% raise, so the people was like, I know it made me feel good that I'm paying my union dues. But if you don't get that 40% raise, then how you gonna feel? Right. You know what I'm saying? That's the question. That part. Are you prepared for whatever may come next? Right. Because you don't know.
No. So you don't know, and that's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Just because it sounds good, I bet you, what I guarantee you more people will get out and vote for the next UAW president and really do their homework. Because you know what I'm saying? I guarantee you this is stressful for a lot of people. Well, one, it's stressful for the people on strike. Mm-hmm. And two, the plants don't know who going on strike next. No. They just going to get a call. Like, hey, your plant is on strike. Like, what? That's what I'm saying. It's wild, man.
That's
it's wild.
crazy. I didn't.
Yeah, See, and that's all through the internet. I got all that.
Right.
I got all that information.
All the information and knowledge is there.
Right.
You just log in and go get it.
Just log in and go get it. You know what I'm saying? And just process it as it is. Like I said, he can either want to go two ways for him right now in this position.
Right.
If it goes through and they get most of what they want and they win, then he's a hero.
Yeah.
But if not, they don't get it. He's a screw up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They coming for him.
Right. I don't know. Hopefully he's not trying to make a name for himself to go in the history books as opposed to really looking out for the people.
Yeah.
You know, some people get that power hungry and want to be like, you know what, I'm out here to make a name for myself. I want to go down in the history books. But at what cost?
Yeah, but exactly. All these lives.
All these lives. All these people out here. That $500 a week.
Families. They get.
Yeah. That that $500 a week and they taxing it. That ain't nothing.
Not enough money.
That's not enough money, especially if you're used to making close to $1,000 a week or more, depending on what position you hold, the skill trade. Well, $500. What is that gonna do?
That's not enough money.
All right, man. Like I said, I hope your game plan work, my man. Because if not, they coming for you.
Yeah, that's
they gonna try to get you up out of there. The first chance they get, you gonna be going up out of there.
It's serious.
Yeah, and like I say, I hope more people get out and vote this time, and that's like one of the reasons why he got in.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people didn't vote.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people didn't take it seriously, or a lot of people probably didn't understand. But voting on any level, like you see now for the UAW, is very important, just like it is for our politics, you know, the city politics, state politics, and you know what I'm saying, the country politics. Getting out and voting is very important. And doing your research. Doing your research
is the biggest part, because know who you voting for.
Know who you voting for.
You can't just be putting anybody in there and no, because the outcome is not always what you're expecting it to be. Because they say one thing and do something totally different. So you have to do a little more digging.
You do. You definitely do.
Than just going off of what the TV tell you.
Right, or just going off with
those campaigns. They gonna trick you. They're designed to do that.
That's their job, right?
They're designed
to control your vote,
convince you, persuade you to vote a certain way. Okay, and when them politicians get in the office, it's the total opposite of what they told you they were gonna do. So you have to really, really do your research.
You got to do your research, and I hope people did their research and realized that I hope that his people, his constituents, his party, the people that he put in place weren't union haters. Yeah. Because you get some people that are union haters and they say some slick stuff like, I hate the union, and then you didn't voted for somebody and now he brought his people in, and they'll slowly try to tear the union down from the inside because they never liked the union in the first place. So, you know, I hope they pay attention to different conversations of people around the water fountain or wherever they, you know, in the cafeteria, and the people that was running for office and who was really backing him. Yeah. Because it could be, you know, he may be a union hater. He may be pulling this move because he didn't really like the union. He want to change it. He want to shake it up, or even just, you know, end it. You never know. You never know. And then, you know, the people that supported him might, you know what I'm saying? Then you got to just pay attention to the conversation of what's going on, because, like you said, at the end of the day, those votes is part of your livelihood. Who you voting for and who you put in office affects your livelihood, whether you realize it or not. It does. You're watching the Sway Covington Show, the best thing on the planet, baby. You're watching live, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Yes. Thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. You know what I'm saying? So what's up? You know what I'm saying, Alpha? What it is? What it do? What's poppin'? What up, though? What up, though? How was your week? My week is good. It's busy. Yeah. Busy. You know, this is Medicare season. I don't know Medicare. No, but this is where I've been getting ready, you know what I'm saying, ready to help enroll
people and get them signed up with their insurance plans and things. So I've been busy. I've been busy.
So you've been on the phone with them old folks that be on them like an hour.
No, I haven't.
Baby, my grandson, he don't come over here like he's supposed to. He was supposed to take my trash out last week. Ain't he come?
They do that.
You be on the phone with them for like an hour, 2 hours on there.
They do that.
You sound like you a nice lady.
They do that. Absolutely.
And you gotta help them make the correct medical choices. So you out here, that's what's up. So all you people who got seniors with Medicare, right?
Yeah,
who on
65
Medicare,
and up.
65 and up.
Yep.
If you need some guidance or whatever, you gotta reach out. Alpha take care of you. You know what I'm saying?
Reach out,
Help.
Alpha Born Insurance on Facebook and Instagram too. You can find me there. And just reach out to me, message me, and I get back with you. But
Okay.
it's a lot of contracting different carriers. I got multiple carriers. I was doing some of that before I got here. I was finishing up some contracts.
Oh, really?
It's a lot.
You got PPOs, HMOs.
Yes, all the med supplement plans.
CPLs and all that, right?
The whole nine. We got it. We got it.
Oh, so like real quick, what's the difference between an HMO and a PPO?
So the HMO, you have to stay in network, and you have it's a little, to me, I feel it's a little more restricted as far as your health services. And with the PPO, you can pretty much move around a little bit more with your doctors and stuff, and we give you a little more freedom.
Okay.
So you can go outside of network, and a lot of times it's not a cost, and sometimes it is a cost. It'll be slightly higher, but with the HMO, you have to stay in network for all of your care.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Which is less out of pocket expense, because I think that'll be the main concern for seniors or anybody really when it comes to healthcare. But that out of pocket expense, that copay for medicine, the copay for the office visit, between those two, which one is the least expensive?
It depends. Yeah, it depends on the plan that you're enrolled in.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends on again, HMO, PPO, or med supplement, right? It depends on your situation. Like, what do you have as far as your health is concerned?
Okay.
Because if you have a situation to where you're seeing multiple doctors, it's what we call it, specialists, and all of them different doctors, you might be better off going with like a med sup, so you can avoid all those copays.
No, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So with the Medicare Advantage plans, you are going to have copays, but depending on if you have help with Medicaid to come in and have like a dual supplement situation or some subsidy that come in and take out some of those copays. It depends on the person, the individual.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it really depends on what resources they need, what type of service they need,
what you're looking for,
what you're looking for.
Your doctor in network, out of network. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Is your doctor, is he listed? Can we find, what? Okay. Where are you going? What type of doctor do you need to see on a regular basis,
right?
Or any, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what benefits, extra benefits, are you looking for? Are you looking for having a gym membership? Are you looking for to have
a gym membership? Yeah.
Are you looking for to have food, like food cards and things of that nature?
You can get all that off Medicare?
Yeah, there's extra benefits in each plan. Yeah,
gym membership.
Yeah,
I don't think everybody know about that. You should probably host something. Host like a senior shuffleboard event or something, with some or a bingo game. You get a bingo game.
Yeah, you got. There's a lot of benefits. And in between the progressive,
you could advertise there.
Even with the supplement plan, there's extra benefits with supplement plans as well.
Oh, and benefits with the supplement. Okay, so I didn't know nothing about that. I mean, I'm not ready for that. So that's probably why I don't know anything about that.
No,
I don't know anything about that.
We're not ready yet, but
yeah.
It's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not ready for that. I'll pass the information, but I don't, no.
It's a lot.
But I mean, it's something to think about. Something for your family. You think about for your family, the cost, medical costs. Medical costs is always rising.
Always.
Medical expense is one of the biggest expenses for seniors. Because the majority of the time, the house is paid off, the car is paid off, so they don't have any big a debt like that. And the only thing would cause that type of situation is the medical bill. So
yeah, absolutely.
You know, yeah, it's always a way to look at it, and it protects your generational wealth, right?
It does.
Right, and then next thing is any one of these providers or programs that they pick, does it give them access to the food forest?
It gives them access
Did
to
he
the
get
grocery
access
store.
to the food
It gives them
forest?
access to the grocery store.
I just want to know, can the seniors come and pick your nuts? You know what I'm saying?
They can
and
come.
your peaches
They
and your
can come.
apples.
I'm gonna have it available for
I'm
them.
saying,
Come see me.
is that part of it?
It's gonna be. I'm gonna make it part of it. Come
you
see
be
me.
like, if you sign up with me, I'll let you into my food
No,
forest.
you know what I'm gonna do? You gave me an idea. I'm gonna work on it in the future.
Nah,
Yeah,
nah,
they can come to my forest.
No.
They can come to my forest. They sure
You
can.
like, yeah,
they sure
you
can.
sign up with me, I can let you come to my food forest twice a week.
Come in there.
And they can bring their Aldi's bag, because they always got them old Aldi's
Yeah,
bags.
bring your bag. I'm gonna have plenty. It's gonna be plenty of food in there.
You gonna have wheelchair
I'm gonna give them a
access. You gotta have wheelchair access.
Yeah, it's gonna be wheelchair access.
And then Rhonda can be like, me.
I'm gonna have ramps and stuff and
be-
everything. Yep.
But then it's not a forest then. If you put a ramp in there, that's not natural.
No,
you
because
can
I'm
make a pathway.
I'm gonna have water areas. So I'm gonna have like little bridges you gotta cross over, all kind of stuff. Don't come for my forest, honey, because it's gonna be amazing. And you're gonna be wanting to be all up in it. And I'm gonna.
I don't want to go no doggone forest.
You're gonna be like, I want to go in here. I'm like, no, don't come over here. Don't come over here. You ain't getting none of my grapes, okay? And don't touch my ducks.
What I want with a duck? I don't want to know.
You might, they cute. You might want to touch it.
No.
Don't touch my fat pig.
I'm not, no.
Don't touch Bubba. You can't touch him.
Take Bubba to the slaughterhouse and get some bacon off Bubba. That's
You can't eat Bubba. Bubba's
Come
not
on,
for eating.
Bubba.
No, don't do it.
Bubba. And then Bubba gonna go missing, and I'm gonna have some pork chops. I'm gonna have some bacon. I'm gonna have some pig feet, some pig tails. I'm gonna have some hog head cheese.
He is not for
I'm gonna have some sirloin cut pork chops. I'm gonna have some spare ribs.
not.
I'm gonna have a tenderloin.
Nope, I'm gonna have your picture at the gate. Do not let him in.
Well, Bubba can't read. Bubba ain't gonna know
I'm gonna have
it's me.
security.
You
don't know
wait
me.
a minute.
At the food forest, yes.
I thought this was just a regular.
I'm gonna have security outside the gate.
Man,
It's gonna be gated. It's gotta be. I can keep the bears and them out. They can't come.
See the bears.
Yep.
The bears and them.
They gonna want to come down. They gonna be like, "This a food for it down the way. We going down."
Nah, man, nah. So
The deer gonna be coming for sure. I gotta get a gate. I gotta put a gate up.
So, the other hot topic out here that a lot of people see in the news, and I know some people look at it and don't really understand what's going on, so we can talk about it real quick, is the Israel situation that's going on between Israel and the Hamas. A lot of people like the Hamas or Hamas. I don't know how they read it. You know how people just read it. They call it Hamas. You know, they don't really know what they're looking at.
Yeah.
And they really don't. Some people did some of the research and some didn't. So, but I did look into a little bit of it, and here you got the Hamas. Officially, the Islamic resistance movement is a Sunni Islamist political and military organization governing the Gaza Strip. All right. Out of the Palestine territories. The territories. It says Hamas was founded by the Palestinian Amman and activist Ahmed Yassin, which was established in 1973. So that's some background information for the Hamas.
Right.
Now the Gaza Strip, you know, a lot of people know the Gaza Strip, heard of it, probably not, but just, you know, have you heard of the Gaza Strip?
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
So
yes.
the Gaza Strip is simply Gaza, right? But they call it a strip because it's bound by Israel on the east and the north, and then Egypt. I mean, on the east and the north, and then Egypt on the south, I think it is.
Okay.
So, and it's like just a strip of land in between these two. And that's what they call the Gaza Strip, which is interesting. You know what I'm saying? So since 2007, the Gaza Strip has been under rule of the political and militant Islamic group Hamas. So militant, right? We looked that up and see what militant mean. And the definition of militant is combative and aggressive in support of political or social cause, typically favoring extreme, violent, or confrontational methods. So that definition is true because they shot some rockets off into Israel, and that's what all started this, you know. The Hamas is saying that the Israel is treating the people a certain kind of way. They don't like it, and I guess they trying to move into their territory. So they decide they want to shoot these rockets off and show they believe they get it started. You know, it says Hamas has openly sought the obliteration of Israel as a matter of policy.
Wow.
So that's some real.
That's like it's
some real hate.
For this to go down.
This is our policy. Yeah, we
have to take y'all out. That's just the rules.
Yeah, this is just the rules. We want to take y'all out. We gonna take y'all out. You know, and we right here, right next to each other, which is crazy.
Yeah, so you can't come over here.
Yeah, you
but
can't.
We taking you down.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. We gonna come over there and take you down regardless, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what they like. Basically, we coming to get you.
It doesn't matter, but don't come over here for sure.
It's not. It's like you talking about they land and expansion, but now you going over there blowing everything up. So it's like, who's really the bad guy, right?
Right.
You try to figure that out.
Exactly, because so many innocent lives being killed.
Oh man, and that's
so many lives lost, so many children, which has been.
Now that, you know what? And I was talking to somebody about the other day, and it says the Bible talked about different stuff, and it talked about some of the wars, and they was instructed to go kill everybody.
Yeah.
The women and the children and everything. I don't feel those same principles of war still exist at this day and age. I don't agree with killing the women and the children. I think that's just extreme.
Yeah.
Leave the women and the children alone. But you know, some people say in war that you kill the women and the children, you kill everybody, so you don't have an enemy no more. So your enemy doesn't plan to take revenge, or
they can't. They come.
They come back. But you know, I mean, this day and age, it's like, okay, we beat you, now you part of us. You do what we tell you to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's just drastic. That's just way.
They definitely coming for the kids.
deep.
They getting these babies, and it's sad to see these little babies being killed.
Right, hostage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kidnapping. You know, I mean, that's wild over there. And you think our crime is terrible, right? You think
that is extreme.
You know, you think getting carjacked is something. Imagine getting kidnapped. You know, you go to the gas station. They don't just take your car. They take the car and kidnap you, and then hold you ransom to your people. And if your people don't pay, then they kill you and they keep your car. And then they might go after the people that wouldn't pay the money.
Yeah.
So it's like, what? Like, this is crazy.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, I'd rather get, you know, I mean, I don't want to get stuck up at the gas station, but I'm saying, if I got a choice, I'd rather have you rob me and keep it pushing than kidnap and torture me.
All of it,
you know what I'm saying? I don't want to go through all that. So, you know what? I used to be like, man, I don't know, America, you know, people want to come to America. Why do they want to come to America? Because we got our own issues. But when you break it down like that, to the violence, like, come on, like, for real?
They wild.
I'm not going nowhere. You know what? This type of stuff right here make me not really want to travel out of the country a whole lot.
Sure.
Because I don't want to get kidnapped.
No.
I don't want to get kidnapped.
I think about that a lot too. Because I always say I want to travel, but I be like, ooh, I want to go over there and I get kidnapped. You know what? We watch too many movies, but at the end of the day, though, those it be truth. They showing you what's really happening.
Right. Look at the news. You see it. It's really jumping off.
It's happening. It's going down. Yeah.
You get kidnapped. You get held for ransom. They torturing you. Look, I don't know nothing.
They just blowing you up.
You got a missile just coming.
They wake up and say, "Who we gonna blow up today?"
Yeah, you know that's.
Yeah, no, they doing too much.
No, I talked to this one Brazilian guy, and he said that to me. He was like, the crimes is different, and I'm like, what you mean the crimes? Crime is crime. He's like, yeah, but over here you get shot. You know what I'm saying? You know, carjack. He was like, over there they're kidnapping you. They gonna stab you. They gonna torture you. I'm like, man, I don't hear about a whole lot of that happening over here. But yeah, I mean, you know, I take my carjacking.
It's a different mindset, totally different mindset.
I don't know.
It's a different group of people.
I don't know. But hey, look, don't kidnap me. If you kidnap me, it's gonna be a problem. That's all I'm saying.
Don't bother me at all. Just leave me alone.
I don't want to get kidnapped. That's all I'm saying.
I ain't gonna do nothing to you to make you want to get me. Leave me alone.
Yeah, but you don't gotta do nothing. They just want to
don't.
kidnap you just cause. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this is it. This is the Alpha's moment. Alpha, you got 3 minutes to talk about some hair care a situation that could be beneficial to the women that are out there listening, and even the men. So I got a bunch of people waiting for you to come out with this beard cream and all this other kind of stuff.
It's coming,
so,
y'all.
you know, is it coming in 2024 or what?
Oh, that's the goal. Absolutely.
All right. Spring?
That's the goal. That would be great.
Yeah.
Or before then, hopefully.
Yeah.
That's the goal. That's the goal. But my tip of the day is for people to be nice to yourself. Be kind to your hair. People out here, listen, y'all crack me up. You say, I ain't got time for that. I don't want to do that. I ain't doing all that. And then when your hair start tripping and falling out, you mad. Like, you have to care for it. It's like a relationship. Okay, it's the same thing. If you ain't putting into it, don't expect nothing to come out of it, right?
right. It's like your edge is gonna leave you because you ain't treating it right. Huh?
You ain't treating it right.
Your
You
edge is
covering her
gone.
up. You snatching stuff off of it. Be kind to your hair, your scalp.
Put that glue in there, taking out your hair.
All of it. Be kind. Be kind. Think about it. The people always say hair is dead. Hair is okay, but no, it's still attached to something living, right? It still needs water. Please wash your hair more frequently, people.
But I thought they said not washing your hair. Like, washing your hair too much can hurt it.
You ain't gotta wash it every day. Once a week, once every 2 weeks. You need to clean your scalp, right? You need to do that because all of that stuff just piles up and cause buildup. So you're clogging your pores. How are you expecting something to grow out of it if it's clogged and stifled, right? It's suffocating up there.
That what's that yellow stuff? Glue, must be glue, something be.
Oh, got to be glue and all that. All that, you put all that stuff in your hair, and you're mad when you wash it down and your hair go down the drain with the. Yeah, no, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Be careful. Be kind. Be kind to your hair. Be kind and stop putting the hate energy towards your hair. Okay, put some love up in there.
Whoa! What's hate energy?
People always, I hate my hair. My hair this and my hair that. It ain't this and it ain't that.
Yeah.
Well, because you're not giving it what it needs, so it's not performing.
Oh. You gotta give her what it needs.
You gotta give her what she needs too. She like, listen, don't do me.
All right. Thank you for that advice. Hey, it's been a wonderful spending time with you, man. This is Sway Covington and Alpha. And we signing off till next week. You know what I'm saying? Same time, 5 p.m. every Wednesday, right here on the Sway Covington Show. The best thing on the planet, baby. Remember to tell your uncle, aunties, cousins, sisters, hairdresser, car wash guy that the Sway Covington Show comes on at 5 p.m. every Wednesday. So until next week, I'll holler back at you and I love you.
Peace out.
Peace.